With mainland China, it is an ethnically diverse country, despite most Americans thinking of it as a more homogeneous one. Because of this diversity, it has led to variety to form within its borders. Because of this fact, it shouldn't be all that surprising to see the games that are played within the country to also have variety to it. Greetings and welcome back to Checkpoint Gaming, Chess. With this episode, we will be going over the variants of Xiangqi. With Xiangqi, there are a few variants to it that we'll be looking at in this episode. But with that said, if you'd like us to cover other variants as well, please let us know and we'll do what we can to cover them in a future episode. First, we'll be looking at Yitong, which is also known as Manchu chess. With Yitong, it is an asymmetric version of the game where the board and pieces are the same as that of Xiangqi. The difference has to do with the number of pieces that each player begins with. With the black player, their piece count remains unchanged, while the red player will only have 1 general, 2 advisors, 2 elephants, 1 chariot, and 5 pawns. With the sole red chariot, which can also be referred to as the banner, it combines the normal movement patterns of the chariot, the cannon, and the horse. Second, we have Xiangqi, which is a 3-player version of Xiangqi, where each player possesses 18 pieces. With these pieces, they consist of a general, 2 advisors, 2 elephants, 2 horses, 2 chariots, 2 cannons, and 3 soldiers. In addition to this, their movement patterns are the same as that of their base game counterparts. In addition to these pieces, Xiangqi comes with 4 new pieces, 2 flag pieces and 2 fire pieces. With the flag pieces, they move 2 squares, either along the rank or file. With that said, if found in an opponent's home rectangle, it can move any number of squares the player desires along the file or rank. With that said, some people interpret the rule as them only being able to move 1 square in any direction while in the enemy camp. And with the fire pieces, they can move 1 square diagonally forward. When it comes to that of moving the horse and chariot, they're unable to cross over the sea. With the cannon, they'll be unable to cross the city wall or mountain, although maybe they can be used to shell the African coastline, not unlike that of what the French man of war was doing in Heart of Darkness. You know, something very European like that. And like that of the base game, if a general finds itself in check on the next turn, the player who controls said general will have to move it so that it can no longer be taken. And like that of the base game, the objective of Xiangqi is to put the opposing player's general into checkmate. When it comes to that of the board, it is arranged in a triangular pattern with the central triangle known as the ocean, with the chariots and horses being unable to travel across it. When it comes to that of the other zones found at the junction found between that of the 3 parts, they're known as mountain and city wall. With the cannons, they're unable to pass through these zones. And third, we have Sanguoqi, which is a 3-player version of Xiangqi, where the chessboard is hexagonal in shape and consists of 3 groupings that consists of 9x5 intersections for each grouping, thus creating 135 intersections in total. On top of that, each camp is separated from each other by a river with a 9-point palace found in each encampment. With the colors of each piece set, they typically consist of red, blue, and green, although we wouldn't be surprised if alternate colors also exist. Found in each of these sets are 18 total pieces, which comprise the traditional 16 pieces found in the regular game, along with 2 new pieces which are placed along the same file as that of the cannons. With these new pieces, they possess different names depending upon which side they're associated with. Red's pieces are known as fire, blue's pieces are known as flag, and green's pieces are known as wind. The generals are also classified as royal pieces and bear the name of historical Chinese kingdoms, where the red general is known as Shu, the blue general is known as Wei, and the green general is known as Wu. On top of this, several of the other pieces that make up the green set also possess different names because why the hell not? With their soldiers, each one is known as a brave, the cannon is a more powerful version of itself, and the elephant is known as a xiang, which means protector in English. Can you imagine an adult bull elephant in must protecting you? That can be a sight to see. When it comes to that of movement, the basic pieces from Xiangqi remain the same. When it comes to that of the fire, flag, and wing pieces, they move 2 squares along either the file or rank, followed by moving 1 square diagonally. On top of this, they're unable to jump over any pieces that just so happen to be intervening. And when a piece crosses over the river at the central column, the controlling player will get to choose if they wish to go after the left encampment or the right encampment. So with that said, that is what you need to know about variants of Xiangqi. With that taken care of, we can start talking Dushouqi. If you liked this episode, feel free to give it a like, and if you want to stay up to date on any future episodes we upload, go ahead and subscribe. You can also support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/checkpointgaming. See you in the next episode, and happy gaming.